How's it hanging, YouTube? Peter here, your Ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another Geek Art Attack. And this week we are looking at 80s cartoons. Can't do it alone, so as ever, I'm going to be supported in keeping the chat flowing by James T. Keegan. Ayo.
Ew, what's up?
How are you? You well, James?
I'm very good, man. Just had some Star Wars excitement in the last hour or so. I'm in a mood.
Yeah, from the new gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
it looks tremendous. So over the moon to have you here, James. But normally you're supported by our good friend Efren from over the US of A. He can't join with tonight because he spent some time with his family. So we've got somebody else to support you. Now, I hope you gave him the briefing that he's got to come in with the whole AO and the, you know, what is happening and all that kind of stuff. Lots of excitement.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, good stuff.
We're expecting 100%. Yeah.
100% at least. So we've got Andy.
Come in with energy. Energy. Well, I'll do one better, guys. Okay, I've been practicing this. Que está pasando, familia de comics? Bienvenidos a Triple G Comics.
Oh, that's tremendous. Have you got that written down in front of you, Andy?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know what you meant or what you said other than Triple G Comics, but I liked it.
Listen, I hope Google is quite accurate, or I could have been really upset with a lot of people.
Yeah. So, Andy, this is the first time for you being on this show, so thank you very much for joining. Thank you for agreeing to support our friend James here. Have you got some interesting topics for tonight?
Absolutely not. No.
Have you got some interesting characters for to draw? Oh,
yeah. Some cheeky ones, you know me.
Good stuff. I like a bit of cheek. So, if we've got you on, we might as well have another part of it. I mean, we're just missing Tom, really. But I suppose I pass for Tom. People often say I look a bit like Tom. So, we'll say we've got a Killer Comic Show reunion here, I guess. Charlie, how are you, sir?
Thanks for having me. All good?
What was that? That was good. That was a little... Ta-da!
Hello.
It's more. Uh-oh.
I'm so hot.
Tell us
terrific.
I am. I mean, guys, we're friends, and there's nobody watching my shitty channel. So we're friends. So I feel I can tell you, the liquid pooling underneath my breasts is incredible.
It's a good thing you're wearing black with the bee patches. Like, never get that. It's horrible.
Is this an episode of Lorraine, or are we on YouTube?
I think the term you're looking for, Peter, is misty moobs.
Misty moobs. Well, I like that.
I like that as well.
Yeah, misty moves. Yeah, nice. Moist misty moves. Okay.
That's a new channel right there.
Right, guys, let's see who else we've got tonight. I'm not sure if JP's got moist misty moves, but JP, how are your moves?
Oh, there's a fucking image in this. Jesus Christ, that was on my dreams. Man. I've got sweaty ears because of these bloody things.
Yeah. Same. Tell me about it.
Are you well, JP?
I am burnt to a crisp, but well.
We're all twisting about the heat. It's just ridiculous. You guys
are not used to it.
Well, this is it. You guys are hot. Take just have a little bit of compassion for people like myself and Kev, the gingers of the group, who are, I mean, literally on fire. You know. Yeah.
And he's on
Kev, you're on mute.
It was going so well. He was going so well.
It was flowing well.
How are you, Kev? Are you well?
I'm good.
Yeah, and we've got work and audio tonight, which is always good. Yeah. So good.
Well,
stuff.
if I keep the mic on, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your art because it's always absolutely first class. Speaking of first class art, Phil.
Yeah, speaking of first class art, that is not me. But thanks for having me on. Looking forward to it.
Always a pleasure, mate. Always looking forward to seeing what you produce tonight.
Really?
Wow, that's okay. With a name like Moist Misty Moves.
I'm Misty Moves. Oh God almighty. Yeah, my Misty Moves are sticky now as well. And speaking of sticky, Simon, how are you?
I'm alright.
Are you well, sir? Are you okay?
Yeah, hot the same as everyone else. So my moves are alright though.
You haven't got moves. Look at you. You're moveless.
What's like an insult these days? Like you're actually moobless. We're all moob Phil. You're moobless.
We're real men. We've got moobs. Well, speaking of moobs, we've got James. How are you, James?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good, mate.
Good.
How was the wrestling last night?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of moves, there was a lot of moves. there was a lot of moves.
A lot of moves on show.
Yeah, no, it was good fun. Good fun.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we've got a full house here tonight, guys. I think is this the maximum we're allowed on StreamYard before it explodes or something? Good stuff. Right, guys. So what we're going to do, we'll quickly jump into the chat, see who we've got watching, and then we'll just crack straight on. We've got good old StreamYard. Thank you very much for joining StreamYard. We've got Fuzzy of the Dunlop. Enjoy the show. Can't watch, unfortunately, battling a dragon who's trying to burn down the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a typical Monday night.
Usual Monday night. We've got Jack. Thank you for joining, Jack. And we've got Noble Young. Thank you for joining. We've got Andy. Excuse me. Descending absolutely maximum moon. I can't even say it. Maximum moobage. Moobage? Yeah, I like that. And we've got Ed. Thank you very much for joining, Ed. Okay, guys, we'll make a start. So just before we get into the actual show, just wanted to quickly kind of do a few plugs before we start. Start doing a toy show. So we do that pretty much weekly. All of these shows, I said I wasn't going to do weekly, but I am doing weekly. So if you're into action figures and that kind of jazz, keep an eye out for that. This is the last one we did, which was a good laugh. Me and James did a review of Transformers yesterday, I think it was. Anybody seen it yet? Anybody seen Beast Wars?
Nope.
No, not yet.
No.
Yes.
Worth watching. It is worth watching. Who said yes? James said yes. James, you thought it was okay, is that right? But not amazing?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. It was a good movie. I think I'm probably more swayed because my 5-year-old son loved it, so it's probably umping it up for me more than it should. But it was an enjoyable romp, as they say.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't get enough of them in my life.
I haven't had an enjoyable romp in ages, I tell you.
Not since the 80s, ironically.
I did this show earlier in the week, which was just a kind of an impromptu canter through some recent comic book reads. Went really well, enjoyed it, so I will be doing it again in the future. Andy, I think you're going to try and jump on a few with us. Other people are obviously invited if you want, but it's literally just to talk about whatever comics we've been reading that week. But it was good fun, so I look forward to doing that again. And we're going to try and get a date, hopefully this week or so, Andy, if we can try and tee something up. Yeah. So that should be fun. Saturday Night Live, we went last Saturday. We're going to do another one this Saturday. The focus is going to be on robot movies. So if you want to join that, please do drop us a DM. Always fun to have as many people on as possible and watch the fights. So that's always good. Next Monday, we're doing our top 3, and it's comedy movies. So myself, James, and Ephraim will be doing that. So please do make sure you jump in to see all the different selections of our favourite comedy movies. GP, we've got this tomorrow night.
Yeah, Flashpoint tomorrow night. So I think there's just me, you, James, and Luke on tomorrow. So it'll be 8 o'clock.
All you need.
So you're absolutely right, man.
Yeah, good stuff. James, have you read it yet?
Nope, but I will. I will have it read. Don't you worry.
It's an intro.
What happened?
I lost everybody there for a second. I don't know if that's my computer or everybody else's. So shout out to the UK live stream community. We've got This Week Metropolis on Tuesday going live at 9 o'clock. They have got Highland G on this week, I believe. Nerd Herd on Wednesday. Phil, we're talking about one of my favorite books on Wednesday. Do you want to tell the guys what it is?
It's Deadly Class. So this is the first episode of our sequels month. So we're at volume 3 now for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love that series. It's a tremendous series. I'll be looking forward to that one. And then we've got the Killer Boys back on Thursday with some new features in their show. Charlie, do you want to tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this week we've got Judge Dredd character showcase, and we're reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Street Fighter, which should be interesting.
Yeah, I read that earlier in the week as well. It's an interesting book.
Indeed.
I loved your spotlight on Harley Quinn last week. That was really cool. So I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about Dread this week. So please do make sure you check that out.
So am I.
And then on Saturdays, we've got Grey Man with his Cover Slingers show. So again, always an interesting show worth checking out. Okay, guys. So we're here tonight to do some drawings around the 80s kind of era cartoons. Big fan. I don't know how age range on screen at the moment, but big fans of the 80s. Are there any that jump out to you? Any 80s characters that you particularly enjoy? Anybody? We'll start with.
Voltron.
See, I don't think I know much about Voltron, to be honest.
No.
It's more Japanese, that's why.
Oh, that's why. Shit.
That's why Simon likes it.
I like the new Voltron. It's on Netflix. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've not seen that. Not seen that. What'd you say, Andy?
The Centurions was probably one of my favorites.
Centurions. Yeah.
Centurions,
Power
yeah.
Extreme. Yeah,
Mask,
I used to love
yeah.
Mask. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but the new Transformers movies left us quite excited about the future of some of those franchises. So yeah, it looks very cool.
I used to
Charlie,
like Jason the Whale Warriors.
yeah, that was good. Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
Phil, were you putting your hand up there like you're at school?
Yeah, because I think I'm always delayed by a second or two. I don't
Right.
I think we can all agree with the 80s and even the 90s stuff. They had the best musical intros.
Oh, absolutely.
Of any
Yeah.
cartoon.
Thundercats.
All of them are good. All of them.
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. You're right. In fact, I did a little series of shorts a while ago where it was theme tune wars, I called it, and I did like different cartoon series versus, because some of them are amazing. Anybody watch Ulysses? Ulysses 31. That's got like a proper rock kind of theme tune. It's amazing. Charlie, are you a fan of 80s cartoons?
I loved Banana Man.
Banana Man,
Inspector,
yeah.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Danger Mouse. Thundercats.
Yeah.
Turtles.
Trapdoor. Used to love
Trapdoor.
Oh, Trapdoor.
Trapdoor. Yeah, I love that. Wicked. There's something down there.
Harmonies there were superb. Anybody remember Super Gran?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in years. Anyway, some tremendous shows from back in the 80s. Okay, guys. So we're here today to do 80s artwork. As usual, there's a viewer competition. So if anybody wants to send in some images, send it to my Instagram account over on Triple J Comics. Send in your themes from the show, or if you want to take part in the rounds that we're doing as we go through. As usual, guys, it can be any medium you want, any reference material you want to use, and you've got a 5-minute max on each image. Okay, with that, we'll hand over to James and Andy, and you can start the ball rolling. I'll put myself here.
Right. I just want to clarify. I had nothing to do with this one. This is all Andy.
That's a good start. Oh, Fraggle Rock.
Rock.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock. I love it.
I don't know. I thought this was a bit. I didn't even. I thought Fraggle Rock was just a Muppet show. I didn't know that there was an animated
Nobody remember Fraggle Rock? Yeah.
So, Andy, what would you like the guys to do here?
You are quite right, James. You had nothing to do with this fantastic
Can't take credit.
choice. This is Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock. This kicked off first episode in 1983, which I'm sure you can all remember very well. And it was a total of 5 seasons, roughly about 96 episodes. You had the Fraggles, you had Doozers, you had the Gorgs. I'm sure you all remember your favourite Fraggle, but what I think we're going to ask you guys to do to kick off is to invent your own Fraggle. So we want you to invent your own Fraggle.
Right.
There's a few seconds, and I'll start the timer. I've never seen this one.
Oh,
I never really got into Muppets or Sesame Street or any of the Jim Henson stuff.
Again, a stunning theme song, an absolutely amazing theme song.
Right, I think start it. Yeah, there you go. 5 minutes. Right, Andy. First topic. This was a bit of surprising news, I felt, but I'm sure you're aware that there's been like a crackdown on Netflix.
The password sharing.
Yeah. So apparently they implemented it kind of in the last couple of weeks. I got an email as well saying like you have to have a primary device basically, and like you can't go somewhere. Apparently they've implemented this. subscriptions have gone up like significantly. Like it's the biggest like 4-day boost in subscribers in like the last 4 years or something.
Right. Okay. That surprises me. I
find
thought
that-
it had the,
Isn't it very surprising?
yeah.
I thought that there'd be like a like people out of spite almost would like just get rid of it, you know.
To be honest, I'm kind of a surprise, and this is probably saying more than I should, but I'm kind of a surprise that anybody is subscribed to anything these days.
Yeah.
Because as long as you have access to the internet and a reasonable knowledge of how to navigate Google, you can pretty much find anything that you want, whether it be on Netflix or Disney Plus and so on. So I think the fact that they've sort of, you know, for me, whenever I did have a Netflix account, you know, you shared it with your family, you shared it with the odd friend or two, and there wasn't any problems. They still had 282 million subscribers. Like, how much profit do you need to make? That's the question here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they've actually gone ahead and done it, to be honest, because there was such an outroar about it, you know. And
you have like Disney Plus and Amazon making fun of them, saying we'll never do that. But like, this is a bad sign, I think. And if it worked, and it's like getting them a lot of extra income, then I can imagine down the road the others following suit.
Yeah, without a doubt, absolutely. I think the thing with Netflix UK is it's significantly different from the US version of Netflix. So, and unless you're running a VPN, you're actually not getting the full suite of TV shows and so forth for what is effectively the same amount of money that you're paying.
Yeah. Like if you ever use a VPN, like it's amazing all the other stuff.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's absolutely superb. The extra, and that's the thing, you don't realise the thing like the TV shows and the movies that you're not getting because you've either got a UK Island subscription, but as soon as you put that VPN on and you point it to America, like it opens up a host of new shows and movies and stuff. So
yeah.
James, did you say you've had a contact about this? So
I got an email from Netflix saying I can't, like, I have one friend that like leeches my Netflix basically. So they sent me a message saying if he's to continue using his one, I have to pay an extra like £8 a month.
Yeah.
So I basically rang him and said, "Here, piss off, like get your own Netflix." Yeah.
So do you think the impact of this is that like people like yourself are losing lots of friends because you're like, off your Netflix?
It's possibly, yeah. I find it strange because like my kind of theory with this, because I think I haven't seen I don't think they've implemented this part yet, but there's a whole like if you're out on your phone on the bus, for example, you have to get like a code, or if you go abroad, you have to get like a code to access your account. And what I kind of thought was as soon as you make it harder to just watch it on Netflix than it is to just pirate it, you're going to lose subscribers. So like, yeah, this is I was absolutely stunned by this, but I mean, you never know, it might be temporary. We'll see if it goes downhill, but like, yeah, I really hope Disney Plus, I think I have 5 different like houses on it, Amazon 3 or so. You know, Netflix is the only one like I think kind of everyone I know has. I only have one friend that uses it, but like
I think what you'll probably find, James, is that the majority of those new subscribers that have jumped on board are maybe from the older generation who are kind of saying, well, I have no idea how to use a VPN and you circumvent all these things. I'm just going to go ahead and pay the cash because I've got used to having Netflix and I would miss it too much. I think what they're probably not getting is new subscribers, i.e. who have never used it before. So...
But even then, like I think Netflix's catalog, as other companies are setting up their own ones and pulling things from it, like it's not really what it used to be. Like now, in terms of what they make themselves, they have The Witcher, Stranger Things. Those are the only 2 like kind of Netflix made things that really jump to me as like things I want to watch, you know.
And it's only going to get harder with the writer's strike on at the minute with all the shows that were meant to be going on to Netflix.
How often do you go on Netflix, Andy?
I don't have Netflix. I don't subscribe to Netflix. To be fair, I watch mostly YouTube whenever I do get the chance.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, absolutely.
What a chance.
Two kids stop me from watching anything that I want to watch. So
because like I could go like 2 months without using it at all. Like on Disney Plus and YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to just get rid of it myself and just like use a Chromecast and.
But if anybody wants to share the password for £8, then drop into my DM.
Yeah,
I think there's a good way to get around the whole having to share passwords and stuff and
Don't
not
have
get
friends.
sued or whatever. Exactly, be like me, don't have any friends. And
True.
not a problem.
Right, guys, that's you've had more than 5 minutes there.
What?
I'm just being ignored. Pencils down, guys.
Get your pencils down or I'm unsubscribing.
All right.
Again.
Bill, you look very confident there.
I mean, this it literally took me 30 seconds to do this. 21st, okay.
The slashing gun.
Class. Love it. That's great. That's a 10 out of 10. I love that. Peter.
Cheeky bastard.
Nice.
Ah, nice. What's it say on it?
I was trying to do my logo because it's me. It's me as a faggot.
Very generous with the hair there. Peter.
Oh, cheeky bastard.
GP. You're muted.
Good. Get off.
Oh,
Nice.
It's a fucking Fraggle.
Yeah. Very cool.
Kev.
I did Fraggle Crack Rock.
That's awesome. I love that.
Deep and all.
That's awesome.
Charlie.
I went for Fraggle Potter.
I love it.
These are all great. Simon, that's what you got.
A Jedi Fraggle.
Nice.
Oh,
I love
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
James.
I'm attempting to do all mine on little sketch cards. So this is a homeless Fraggle.
James, that's stunning. That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
I want that,
Guys.
James.
Yeah.
It's yours. It's yours.
All right, hold them all up, chaps. Click.
Nice.
There we go. Very nice.
Superb. Evening to Mrs. Von Hoot. Nice for you to join. Thank you very much. Hey, dear me. That's tremendous. I love
Some
that.
great ideas in there, yeah.
Fucking Fraggle.
Right, on to the next one. I'm just trying to think of like an 80s because I'm not really into the 80s animated series, but I was trying to think of one character I'd like to see drawn, and my favorite one out of I'd say is good old Skelly here. So give us your best Skeletor.
He's holding his
straight-
pole a bit awkwardly, is he not?
Yeah.
That's why I picked it. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm going to get your ramen.
Nice straightforward one for you guys anyway. So yeah, that's good. Let's get a bit of Skelly. So we'll stick 5 minutes on. I'll give you a second.
How predictable, Skeletor. Come on.
Right.
What a team.
Andy, you wanted to talk reboots.
Oh, yes, I did. Let me get to my reboot section because I have notes here, guys, okay? I was looking at comicbookroundup.com and they had an interview with Kevin Smith and they were talking to him about classic characters that needed a sort of modern reboot. And for you that don't know, Kevin Smith's obviously rebooted the likes of Green Arrow and Daredevil, and he even made sort of feature films on the likes of Superman and Green Hornet, but they didn't get made. But Green Hornet get made into a comic. So my question for you guys is, what classic characters do you think needs a reboot? And I know this is kind of a bit of a hot subject because I know that if you go to Triple G's fantastic back catalogue of videos, I'm sure there's been discussion about things that should and should not be rebooted, but I'm interested to find out, guys, what is the, say, 2 classic characters that you think need a modern reboot and why?
That's a good question. For me, too. Oh, sorry.
No, you go for it. I was going to go from the top. But if you want to start.
For me, Andy mentioned them earlier. Centurions. Nothing's been done with Centurions for years and years, and I absolutely love Centurions. And then there's another comic series, a cartoon series that I love called Visionaries.
Visionaries.
Spectral Knights. So I'd love to see them rebooted.
Dino Riders for me.
Yeah, Dino Riders
What
fan.
did you say? Dino Riders, you say?
Very interesting. Yeah.
Maybe something coming up
I never
about
watched.
riding
I never
dinos.
watched Dino Riders.
I've never seen it.
Dino Riders is ace.
I'm a big horror fan, so I'd love to see, not necessarily reboot the character, but sort of along the lines of the newer Halloween movies, but do Nightmare on Elm Street, like bring back Robert Englund and do a follow-up to that, because that's a franchise. I think it's a shame they've not done anything with it in 12 years, 13 years now. So
Would you do it in the same format, James, or would you like mix things up a bit and do like maybe animation or something like that? Would you just
same format, yeah. Just
same
like
format?
pull it back. Like the last one was real CG heavy, and I think that was the issue with it. Like they did CG versions of things that were practical in the original, and it just looks better in the original. So yeah, but like legacy sequel kind of to Nightmare would be a big one. Same with Friday the 13th. I think that's another franchise that like it's a
good
shame
show.
not got anything in a while. Yeah, Charlie.
I'm drawing.
Can't draw and think.
The challenge is tell us to shut up and leave him alone.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
That's the only time you'll ever get it from me. I can't think. I literally totally bypassed the question.
Well, technically, we rebooted Killer Comic Show last Thursday. Segment link.
Yeah. I'd like a Triple G Comics reboot, fresh cast. Yeah, spruce it up a little bit. New intro. Yeah.
I reckon
Phil?
Charlie would like a bit of a Gladiators reboot. He strikes us as a Gladiators man.
Well, I would like to see Thundercats, if I'm being honest.
A decent
That's
one.
been in the works for ages.
and it's
like
just-
a movie of that.
They've done a couple of reboots and they were shit.
Yeah.
Comic deal, James. What about yourself? Anything from you? Or are you too busy drawing?
Too busy drawing, I think. He's muted himself to get away with it.
I was gonna say, I'm sitting talking away here. No one's listening. Do you know? Does anyone ever remember a cartoon called Samurai Pizza Cats?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I want that to come back because that was absolutely legendary.
Was that a comic, James, or am I imagining that?
No, I don't think it was ever a comic. It was like a Japanese anime, and then they sort of did like they anglicized it for the American market and stuff, and changed the names and everything of the characters. But yeah, I think it should be rebooted because it's amazing.
Sweet. Anybody else? GP, Kev, Phil?
Yeah, I'd like to see Mask.
Yes.
Mask.
Yeah.
Same here. That would be my
Big
pick
fan
of
of
all,
Mask.
GP. That's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of the figures from Mask and they still stand up now. They're incredible toy line.
What about yourself, Kev?
Does it have to be an
Anything?
80s property that we want rebooted?
No, it could be anything.
No, it can be anything at all, Kev.
Movie, show, whatever.
I like
Roseanne.
Masked
Neighbours.
Rider as a kid, but I think it's still going in Japan.
What was it called? Sorry,
Does
Kev.
anyone
What was the
remember
name?
Masked Rider? It was like a spin-off on Power Rangers.
Oh,
Right.
Kamen
Yeah.
Rider.
Kamen
Yeah,
Rider
Kamen Rider.
and
Kamen
Yeah,
Rider,
still
yeah.
going in Japan. They should
I've
do
not heard of that one.
maybe like the ID is it Boom Studios comic. They should do maybe one of them or something.
Cool. Yeah.
That's what I think.
You write it, Kev.
Yeah.
We have a couple of in the comments here. Jason and the Wheeled Warriors. I've never heard
Oh,
of this.
yeah.
Jason the Wheel
Yeah.
Warriors, yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Like a mouse from Mars.
I was literally just about to say that Ed has probably been drinking tonight, and he just made that up.
I've never heard of it in my life. And then what is going on? Comic book.
Amelia.
Can I practice my intro again? Just
Yeah, you do your intro again. See if
Hang
you
on,
insult
I'll put you.
If anybody's going to tell me that it's correct, then it's going to be Efren. So this is how we opened up the show, Efren. If you didn't manage to catch it, it was que esta pasando familia de comics. Bienvenidos a Triple G Comics. There you go. Did I say something rude, or did I actually get that right? Let me know,
He told him
Efren.
to go F himself.
Not the first person.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's time.
Oh, no, just give her a couple more minutes.
You've had like 7 minutes now at this stage.
No, I haven't, man. Keep talking.
We haven't got enough.
Sure, there's more reboots, isn't there? Who doesn't want a reboot of
Yeah.
reboots?
If you can keep the conversation going, then you can have more time.
Who didn't give you a reboot? Who didn't give you
Everybody
a reboot?
gave me one, I think.
No, Phil didn't. I didn't hear Phil.
Phil didn't.
No, I didn't know Phil. No.
Phil?
To be fair, I'm not sure if it's 80s or it may be 1990, but one of my favorite things growing up was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yes.
Little House of Horrors.
Yeah, it was based on a movie as well. So like, just reboot that.
Yeah.
Give us
Yeah,
that.
George Clooney was in one of the sequels. It was one of his first movies.
Was
Have
he?
we covered
Attack of the Killer
Right,
Tomatoes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I used to love Muppet Babies. Anyone watch Muppet Babies?
Yeah, Muppet Babies.
Yeah.
Like that.
Rugrats.
Oh,
Rugrats.
Rugrats. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Remember Rude Dog and the Dweebs?
Yes.
Rocco's Modern Life. Do you remember?
What a great time!
So much naming things. Efren said, yeah, he loves it at some point, Andy, so well done. Right, guys.
Has he translated it, bud?
Peter, stop stalling. You set the 5-minute timer, so just for that comment, Peter, you're going first. Go on, drop the pen.
You can't drop the pen.
Boom! I went for a Punisher kind of skeleton.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Didn't quite work out as I wanted it at the bottom, but it got there.
Put that next to your face there, Peter. Uncanny.
GP.
Oh, man.
Nice. Love that.
You could have finished it, GP. Come on, you
Give us some more friggin' time, man. Jesus
Right, I'll come back
Christ.
to you at the end. I want to see if that bicep finished.
He looks a little armless in that one.
It's a bit harmless.
I just did a headshot.
Oh, Kev,
God, that's insane.
Why didn't I
could you
just
send
do
that to
that?
me, Kev? Please, I'll DM you my address. And
That's
talk
beautiful.
about it. That's amazing.
Stop inviting professionals.
Now I'm under pressure now to do this.
Oh, speaking of professionals,
Oh.
yeah, that's a professional quip.
I love it.
Oh,
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
It's got a bit of a Raven from Teen Titans vibe going on as well.
Yeah.
Phil. I like
Yeah.
that.
Grim Fandango or
Very
something.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Charlie.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Show off.
Pressed, lads.
Oh.
Very good. Simon.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Love that.
It's hard to get the articulation so quick.
Oh, God. I love it.
Deadly.
Me one.
Fucking deadly. GP, are you finished yours?
No.
No.
2 seconds.
Okay. Well, Jack Rowland said,
Disqualified.
wow, Kev.
I don't care anymore.
I'm just gonna say it because he's not on, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch the show back. But we've been very honoured to have Alex Cormack on the show on a few occasions. But I have to say, when we've come to show our images, I think some of your images are just as good, if not better, at times than Alex's. Some of the artwork you guys are showing, honestly,
He's not coming back on.
He's not going back on now.
Yeah,
He's going to come back on the call. But honestly, some of you guys are absolutely
way to insult the man, like.
phenomenal.
What has it, Peter, that he knew that I was coming on? He didn't realise I was co-hosting, but I think he might have bottled it, basically.
I think that's what happened. I think he ran for cover.
Must be.
Yeah. But yeah, no, seriously, guys, these are stunning, absolutely stunning.
GP, show us
not you.
finish one.
Oh, okay. I'm through his handing anyway, so.
Nah,
Nice
that's
to
great.
start.
Very cool. Very
So
cool.
hold them up, guys, for the little screen grab. And click. Lovely.
Awesome.
Very good. Right, on to the next one. Now, somebody mentioned Dino Riders earlier. So that's very in line. Andy, what would you like the guys to do?
It's almost as if it was meant to be. Dino Rider. See, I done a little bit of swatting up, James. So I had to look to see when it was like originated in 1988. And this was actually created to sell toys, believe it or not. So it only lasted for 14 episodes. And it was a battle between the Valorians and the evil Rulon Alliance. Comment lad Simon knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's nodding his head. He's like, yes. So, guys, I would like you, and the theme of Dino Riders is to draw your favorite character riding your favorite dinosaur. And please keep it PG.
Love it.
Do you have to keep it PG? Because
I was already googling.
I mean,
man having
look
sex
at
with dinosaurs, and yeah,
look at that Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's like he's got
man.
a riding implementation right there.
Yeah, I should have said
Oh, wow. All right, so Dino
ready to
Riders.
go.
I don't even know who my favourite character is. So
Just a character you like, then, you know. The more time you spend thinking about it, the less time you have to drop.
He's a bastard.
See, I want to be rude, but I don't want to. I don't want to do you saggy like that.
And is this a Hasbro property?
Tycho.
Okay. Yeah. It's a shame. Would have suited like a Transformers, G.I. Joe kind of universe, I think.
Did anybody ever have one of these toys? Triple G, I know that you're on eBay now buying the whole lot.
No, Dino, I've talked about this before. I don't know how, but Dino Riders seems to have completely missed me by. And it's probably a kind of a series of toys that I would have been bang into. The only thing I can think of is it came out around the same time as kind of Sega Master System and stuff like that came out. So I probably went for that rather than this.
Well, it's only 14 episodes, so...
Is it?
Yeah.
Always wanted the big Tyrannosaurus Rex, but we could only ever afford to be small. Maybe small Dino Riders.
Right, so on to our next topic.
I'm just laughing because that felt like one of those kind of comic relief appeal things there for James for a second. Poor James couldn't afford a Dino Ride. I can't have a bit of a whip around and see what we can
for £2 a month.
Do you want to see Comic Deal Dino ride a dinosaur for £2 a month?
Like I'm in. If you guys want to do it, I'm in. Get that whip around going. I am not going to be too bashful for that.
So next topic, guys, is with regards to the news that IDW Publishing was going to lose the rights to Transformers and the G.I. Joe comic. And on Bleeding Cool this week, they had announced that the new comic that's out this week called Void Rivals through Skybound is actually going to be a sort of, what would they call it, like a joint universe called the Energon universe, and it's going to include Transformers and G.I. Joe as part of that. Robert Kirkman's obviously well famous for The Walking Dead and things like that, but he's not. It's more creator-owned stuff that he's famous for. So it'll be interesting to see how they sort of intertwine the Transformers and G.I. Joe element into this new comic. Marvel have just recently announced that they're doing a comic with Predator versus Wolverine, so it'll be the first time since they've got the Predator that they're actually matching it up with another well-known Marvel character. And my question, something that I wanted to talk to you about, and James, I'm interested to hear what you say on this one, is what two licenses would you like to see going head-to-head? So we've got, Predator versus Wolverine, we've got Transformers and G.I. Joe. What two would you like to see going?
That's tough. I've always loved the idea. They were supposed to make a movie and they wound up making a comic down the road of Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. And just like Ash from Evil Dead taking on like her characters. No, there's a comic of it, but like there was
yeah. All right.
So I just love the idea of him taking on like other like horror characters. I'm not sure other characters that you'd like to see crossovers for. Most of them have been done. I think the ones that match up well at this stage, haven't they?
Well, we just read Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter, which we'll be doing a review in the Killer Comics show on Thursday. Plug. And Charlie, without giving too much away, I don't think it was the greatest read, to be honest with you. I think these licenses individually are all fantastic, but seeing you try to sort of match them up, I think it loses something, especially if you're not using the writer that was involved in the original license.
I think if I'm being honest, I think the covers did more for the comic than the actual story.
True. The first page done it for me. After the first page, it was kind of all downhill for me, to be honest. So
yeah.
So what is Void Rivals itself? Is that a new property that they're throwing into this universe, or is that?
It's a brand new comic series that was starting. Nothing was really known about what it was involving.
Okay.
It was only when this on the left hand side, this poster, it got leaked on Twitter, and obviously you can see the Transformer and the G.I. Joe characters there, and I think Dr. Von Hoot has mentioned that there was like a 1 in 100 and a 1 in 200. And those all get leaked as well, and you discovered that they were obviously going to be using Transformers and G.I. Joe, so the cat was effectively at the bag at that point. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a book that I'm reading this week, and hopefully be reviewing it with Peter on his show.
Yeah.
Guys, is there any licenses that you guys would like to see going head to head? Peter, anything from you?
That's a. Well, I'm just going to go for a nice easy one, put the cat amongst the pigeons. Star Trek versus Star Wars. Battle
not
of the
bad
ships
shout.
on screen.
Has that ever
I think-
happened before? It feels as if it should have happened.
We've had X-Men in Star Trek,
Yeah.
which has been interesting. But a Star Wars versus Star Trek kind of crossover, or actually either of those franchises, Star Wars or Star Trek versus the aliens. You know, the starship landing on the planet and finding the.
It's actually
xenomorphs
funny.
and stuff.
Funny you say that, Peter, because in the new Darth Vader, Red, White, and Black, he fights like a very xenomorph-esque, like it's basically Star Wars universe's version of a xenomorph. So like, yeah, it's funny. The timing of that.
So yeah, I'd like to see that.
Marvel versus DC almost rebooted again. I know they've done it before in the comics, but it'd be interesting to see how they would tackle it in the modern.
See, I'm a big fan of those kind of crossovers. I really enjoyed back in the day. I liked. Remember, they created a character called Access.
Yes.
Who was kind of the bridge between the two universes. I like the Amalgam universe, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Really?
Amalgam.
Yeah.
Well, Dark Claw and
I thought Dark Claw was tremendous. Yeah.
Some of the best, yeah.
I actually really want to see. They did a video game of this, but I'd love to see a movie of it. Mortal Kombat versus DC. I've always felt that those two universes, like, they feel very similar. Like Mortal Kombat's very comic book inspired, and a lot of the characters from that feel like they could be villains for various DC characters. So, a movie of that down the road would be fantastic, I think.
5 minutes are up, boys.
5 minutes are up, lads. If you want to more time, keep the conversation going. I'm gonna start pulling people.
So what's interesting, and license that went through that I heard about was what you call it, Blizzard agreed to go with new McFarlane. So all those new, I'm playing Diablo 4 at the moment, so it'd be cool to see like some really cool Diablo 4 toys and things like that. So
yeah. I think that McFarlane is going to be producing the toy line for those, aren't they? No,
yeah.
So
I can't wait for those. They'll look really cool, and you know, World of Warcraft, and they've done a lot of other stuff as well. So yeah.
Tomb Raider versus Nathan Drake. There you go, James. Just for you.
It's not even a fight, is it? Like,
I'll have a Croft kick his ass.
What? She probably would. Actually, she's like a trained fighter, and he's an everyman. He's also old as fuck in the newest one. Yeah. Well, it depends on is this Angelina Jolie versus Tom Holland, or are we talking the games?
I didn't give it that much thought, if I'm honest. I don't know. Whatever.
Right. Pens down, boys.
Thoroughly ashamed of this one.
I cannot wait.
James, start with you. We'll go backwards this time.
Right, so we all know obviously Usagi's my favorite character, and I don't know if you know Usagi, but he always has like little they're called Tokijis, I think, in the series around. So I've got one of the wee dinosaurs riding Usagi.
That's awesome. Love that.
Nice.
Freaking amazing.
Very good.
Very good.
Simon.
So what come to mind? I just thought I'd do Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl.
Oh, I love it.
No.
Very nice.
She already rides a dinosaur, so
yeah. Very good. Is
I've
Moon Girl
still
your
not
favorite
watched
character?
that movie.
Oh, do you want me to hold it again?
No. I haven't watched it. Two of us said something at the same time, and there was confusion. Charlie.
I've never seen the program. I think this again. It missed me by, so I kind of just went for the first image I found, and it was a Rulon. Is it a Rulon riding a dinky dinosaur?
Can you say dinky dinosaur again, please, Charlie? Just.
I think you missed the idea of the rhyme, Charlie.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, it sort of feels against the spirit of this this request, you know.
You can deduct points. It's fine.
Technically, there is a dinosaur, so like, you got to pass.
That's right.
Technically.
James, go on.
Are we on? Hang on, I'm trying to get to Phil.
Phil.
I thought about doing an 80's character on the dinosaur. So I picked Bert the raccoon.
Brilliant.
I loved that program.
When you said an 80's character on a dinosaur, honestly, I thought you were going to say Rolf Harris, and I was going to lose it.
Can you tell what it is yet?
Yes, Rolf. Yes, we can.
Well, talking of Rolf Harris, this really wrong.
That
That
looks
looks
brilliant.
brilliant.
the
Detail on that is insane.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
the vein looks really wrong at the beginning.
Man.
But
Gruffy. I
it
think
is
so. What we're looking for,
Spider-Man and
Kev.
a Brontosaurus, nothing else.
Did you trace that?
I haven't been down for a while.
Right, lads. Clint Eastwood riding a T-Rex.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
That's excellent.
Look, he's got a little cowboy hat on and everything.
Love it.
It's like the Undertaker. Right?
The Undertaker riding a T-Rex. There you go.
Oh, I'm embarrassed about my.
Is he pissing on him?
Well, the second leg is ended up looking like a big penis, really.
What
Is it
dinosaur is that supposed to be, Peter?
It's a Keeganosaurus. Shut your
Oh,
fucking
okay, yeah.
face.
The Moobosaurus. The Moobosaurus.
Pete, has he got a pan on his head?
He's got his helmet.
This looks like a
Star Wars
pan.
creature.
Yeah, does
That dinosaur does not look happy, Peter.
Like a panda poured pasta all over his head.
Right, boys, hold them up.
If you have to.
And click. Lovely.
Spot on. Spot on.
There you go. That was a fun one. And Vic, I love these. And we have Dead Man. Hey, also did Doctor Who and Star Trek and IDW.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah.
Just before we move on, James, because I wasn't sure if Dead Man was coming on tonight. Can I just say that Dead Man has sent me Make Us Big, James?
Yep.
Why?
Very kindly. I got an act of kindness tonight. They unboxed this when I got in. Didn't know what the hell it was because I hadn't ordered anything for a change. And this is from Dead Man. He sent us this in the post. Over the moon to get this. He sent a very nice letter. So thank you, Dead Man. I really do appreciate that, mate. It means a lot. So thank you. And your letter meant a lot as well. So I appreciate that. Cheers, James.
Right. Are you ready for the second last round? Last one I'm giving you anyway. I assume Peter would be very upset now if I didn't throw a bit of Transformers love in here. So we have Transformers. So I wanted a Transformer. Could be your favorite one. Could be anyone. Transformer or Decepticon, any of them. Sorry, Autobot, Decepticon, whatever. Mid-transformation.
Oh, fuck off.
Right there.
You're going... So I'm talking about, like, the new Star Wars game for this round, so you're going to have more than 5 minutes. So, take your time. You're going to have plenty of time.
So mid-transformation?
Mid or, like, part way into transformation, but don't take the piss.
You take the piss.
Transforming, Jesus.
The
What do you
guys
think
are
we are,
thinking-
James?
The guys are thinking, oh, the last one they had to do a character riding a dinosaur. Now we have to do it mid-transformation.
Transformation, yeah. It's just easy for all you Transformers guys, you know? Like, you've
It's
seen
not
the clicky-clacky.
Yeah, just easy.
So
I believe in you guys. This wouldn't be fun if it wasn't hard at some points. So.
James T, I'm
That's what my
thinking.
wife says.
James T, I'm thinking the next show, me and Efron, we can host and you can draw.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's fine. I'm okay. That's no problem. No, thank you. The only reason I'm hosting is because it's the only way to get me on the show. Because I refuse to draw because I'm so bad at it. So. Right, so there's a 5-minute timer, but you'll have.
Wait.
You'll GP, trust me.
I need some
We'll
more
talk
paper.
about this for 15 minutes
already.
Right, Phil, I don't know, or Andy, sorry, I don't know if you're a gamer. Are you? Do you play video games?
Absolutely not.
None at all. Okay, great. So I'll talk about this for a couple of minutes, and then we'll move on to it. Do you like Star Wars?
I still have an opinion though.
Anyway, so it's the summer of gaming at the moment. So there's kind of various different companies are having like press conferences. So Microsoft had like a kind of presentation last night, and they showed off a few games of theirs. Starfield, this is the new Bethesda game. So Elder Scrolls and Fallout is the company that did that.
Okay.
They showed off like 40 minutes or something of gameplay. Looks amazing. Like, looks really incredible. You can like be a bounty hunter, and there's like 1,000 planets or something like that you can fly between. You can be a smuggler. Like, it just looks like kind of a sci-fi role-playing, do whatever you want kind of game. So it's out in October. I think it's Xbox and PC only. So I'm not going to get to play it. But
Been
yeah, it looks
working
like
on it for about 25 years.
Yeah, it was announced like 5 years ago, but they've had the rights to it for a very long time. So yeah, it feels like if they get it right, this will be like a game of the generation kind of, 10 years time, people will still be playing this. So I'm very.
Are you just a PS5 man then, James? Is that the case?
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation guy. Like, if a couple of games, Xbox only, intrigue me, I would probably pick up an Xbox for them. But like at the moment, I haven't found any reason.
Oh, he's frozen.
Good.
Oh, he's frozen.
This an Xbox. It's what he deserves.
He's actually streaming through his PS5 at the minute, so
Bill Gates of this one.
Probably why.
Apologies, I froze there. Did you hear what I said?
No.
No. I was. Next question. I was just wondering if there was some sort of thing if you had a PS5 like you didn't like people who had Xboxes, and the same for Xbox people against PS5, because I've always wondered what is the best machine to get. I know I'm sort of taking over your segment here, James, but I need to know because I just need to know.
PS5 so far.
Xbox.
PC.
There's been no argument you can make for Xbox for the last 10 years. I think now we're finally getting like last night's conference was very impressive. Sony had one last week and it was significantly better than Sony's last week. So I'll give props. Like, I'm not one of these shitting on Xbox. I want everybody to have cool things, you know? So I would say at the moment PlayStation, but that might be shifting now. But it's
will that shift when you get an Xbox?
I don't. Well, it depends. If there's cool stuff, if Starfield comes out and it gets 10s everywhere and it's supposed to be the best game ever made, I might get an Xbox 4. We'll see.
Comic Lad, are you a PC man then? Do you play games on
I've
PC?
got Xbox, PC, and a Switch.
You're a show off. Jeez. My goodness.
Andy, I got like 10 slides here to go through, so if you could.
So I'll shut up.
Yeah,
my PC is my favorite.
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is this new Avatar game. This just got gameplay. I think it was a reveal today, but it's first person. Have you ever heard of Far Cry?
Far Cry.
Yeah, I love Far Cry.
Yeah, so it looks a bit like Far Cry-esque. It's like a first person open world. You're going around Pandora and you're a Navi and you can fly on the things. It looks quite cool. James Cameron did a little talk about it, and I think it's a nice timing
as well.
Yeah, you can ride all the different, like the flying beast. I think there's some ground ones you can do as well. But I think it's nice that it's like exactly halfway between the two movies. So like if you're an Avatar fan and you want your fix, this is like a nice kind of thing to go to. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So this is a side-scrolling, kind of similar to the original Prince of Persia. So we'll call back to that game. Looks kind of interesting. That I don't like the design of the prince in it, but it's the remake got delayed, so I guess they're putting this out in the meantime. And then Assassin's Creed Mirage. Have you ever played an Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, so this one is kind of a throwback more to the original game. Like it looks very much more in that line where it's not like an RPG. It's like stealth and you're actually assassinating people instead of like going on mad adventures. So I've not really been crazy about where that series has gone lately. I think it's just gone too big. So this one actually kind of intrigues me a bit. So we have 10 slides. Yes, 10 slides. You could have just said this on screen. Anyway, so the big news, the big thing I want to talk about, Andy. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Star Wars fan.
Star Wars Outlaws. So this was revealed yesterday, and we had a gameplay revealed today. So this is the new Star Wars game from Ubisoft Montreal. Not Ubisoft Montreal. Ubisoft is publishing, and Massive Entertainment or Motive Entertainment is doing it. But it's like an open world. You're like a scoundrel called K. Vess, I think. Kind of a Han Solo type character, and set between Empire and Return of the Jedi. So the gameplay looks like the best thing I've ever seen. Like it's incredible. There's like third person shooting, kind of cover shooting. There's like a swoop bike chase that looked incredible, I thought as well.
Question: these characters, I don't recognize them, and I'm going to feel really silly if I should recognize them. These aren't canon, are they?
No.
No, so they're original for the game. Like they're created.
So it's game specific, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Characters.
But I love obviously Commando BX, Commando droid.
That's cool.
Am I frozen again? I'm frozen again. Here we go. Yeah,
I like frozen.
The gameplay looks cool, like this. It looks very kind of like Grand Theft Auto Star Wars. which is like the vibe I'm getting off of it, which is really cool. Like you can go around swoop bikes and the open world looks amazing. There's like a wanted system as well. So there's a moment in the demo where an Imperial sort of like threatens you, and you can choose to bribe them or not. And if in the demo they don't bribe them, and you get like a wanted, like a notoriety system, and like stormtroopers start chasing you. But the big thing for me, and this is something I've like dreamed of to have in a Star Wars game for like forever, is like actually getting in a ship on the ground and like pointing upwards and going from ground to space and then going into hyperspace. So like, yeah, just completely seamless. Like it's really amazing. Like I've in a Star Wars game, Simon, not in like a procedurally generated. These are like crafted worlds.
You said there's a game out that does that. So.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're going first, Simon, for that comment. So, yeah. How does this tickle your fancy, Andy? Does this look interesting to you?
Do you know this tickles my fancy, but is there a Star Trek version?
God, this is the last time. I'll do it myself next time.
James.
Yes.
What about other announcements, please? Not just Star Wars, please.
I don't know if you were listening to the first 4 things I talked about.
but there was also
Simon.
Fable. Everyone's been waiting.
Yeah, me and James talked about that earlier. Simon, keep up, will you?
Yeah.
My goodness,
He did not mention Fable.
I can't talk about every game. So Fable is like what? So it's a modern version of it, set in the modern day, which is strange because it's usually like a fantasy fairy tale kind of series. GP, I don't know, is there anything you can speak on that?
Yeah, Fable. It's basically like it could be a bit of dungeon crawler, open world game. A lot of RPG element to it, but it is just like a medieval fantasy game, but really cool.
What do you think about
and everything?
And what do you think about the Star Wars Outlaws?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just hope I have a next gen console to play on it.
When's this game out, guys?
Next year, 2024.
2024. I'm hoping it's like April, so we don't have to wait too long. It'll be a year from Jenna, because like I'm still playing the newest Star Wars game, so it's nice that we're getting a regular pace of these now.
Yeah.
Did you say that would play on Xbox One, James?
It'd be the newest Xbox Series X.
Yeah, Series X.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's on the old ones because like this is very ambitious. Like the idea of having multiple planets you can go to, open world, and I don't think they're procedurally generated. I think it's actually crafted by the team.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure like Tatooine's in in the trailer, so I think we'll get to go to Tatooine at some point.
You know what it sounds like, James? Remember that game that came out about 5 years ago, and it was so buggy they basically scrapped it, but it got better. It's like
No Man's Sky. Yeah, Simon mentioned it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, that's like procedurally generated, so that's like infinite planets, and then Starfield is also procedurally generated, and that's 1,000 planets. But I think this one is like the team actually made the planet. Like they might be copying and pasting stuff, but like there's cities in towns on the planets, like rather than just
it looks quite a few of the images looked a bit frontier, so like more open world, like you're just not in a settlement.
Yeah, like Red Dead kind of style.
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah. It's very cool though. Like this is the type of Star Wars game I think everybody's kind of wanted for a very long time. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see it come out. And I wish I could go in carbon freezing for a year until it's
look at that Peachy's got a moped.
Oh god,
yeah.
Bullshit.
Right, I think you've had like 15 minutes at this stage, guys, so if you want to put the pens down. Simon, you go first.
That was not 10 slides. That was like 7 slides. Where's the rest of them?
Yeah.
James, do you want to go first?
I want to steal.
Simon.
I mean, it's very difficult.
Chuck change.
Chuck change, I like.
Took him 5 minutes to write that.
Yeah.
It actually looks decent, Simon. I'll give you a pat. It's all right.
It looks decent.
James.
This yeah, so it's basically Optimus and he's just flipping you the bird. He's like
I love it. That is tremendous.
Nice.
Superb.
Charlie?
I thought too much about this and run out of time. This was like, it was meant to be Bumblebee and he kind of just has a leaky exhaust.
Wow.
I think Charlie meant to draw someone else there. Like.
You pervert.
Oh,
Bumble boner.
I muted him. Sorry, instead of there you go. Yeah, there you go.
That was beautiful.
I don't know why I get invited to this show. Like, we get to say this, but I mean, how do you draw a transformer transforming? It's mad.
It's almost like they never do it on screen, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever seen a transformer transform? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I drew Soundwave. He's just got his legs out. He's halfway through.
Very good.
Oh, very good.
Get
Very
your
good.
legs out.
Your legs out for the lads. It's
What's
Optimus.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
I'd put that in the fridge, Pete.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Optimus with his
He's
little
four.
head. He's just starting to transform.
Maybe
He's
the freezer.
He's having a little look around, seeing what's going on.
I'll allow it.
Poke it.
Kevin, sorry, I
Allow
skipped
it.
you a minute ago. There you go. Now, there we go. That's it.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cheers,
Yes.
Kev. Thanks, mate.
Why didn't you all just do that?
Because Kev doesn't like to
How
share.
silly of we.
Oh, it's so hard. Why are we supposed to do this? It's like, there you go. You know, anything's to
Can
cheat.
we rewind a few minutes to when you said that you wouldn't do the drone show next week because you can't draw?
I can't draw at all. Like, I'm
I think we should get you on drone next week.
Did I say I could?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure you can host either.
Right. Anyone in the comments, we are going to be audience pick round. So, what would you like to see the guys draw? 80s cartoon theme.
Are we not doing a snap on this one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, picture. Yeah, sorry.
Not that I want to show mine off or anything. I'm just up for consistency.
Yeah, you do.
Hell no.
This leaky exhaust pipe.
Exactly.
Bumble boner.
Beautiful.
Very cool. Very cool.
Turtles.
We have one coming in. Someone saying turtles.
Just did that the other week, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did that last week.
Well, it's what the people want, Simon.
People are wrong.
My sincerest apologies, Jack. That's terrible. Anything else? We got mask. And you can't write from here.
Andy's
I
putting
think you'll find I just did.
Yeah.
Brave Star.
Brave
I don't know
Star.
what that is.
What's Brave Star?
The guy on a robot
Brave
horse.
Eyes of the
Okay,
hawk.
one who's got mask.
Thank you, Doctor.
Samurai pizza cats.
Thundercats. Oh.
Thundercats.
Yeah,
Tokyo Drift.
Anyone else?
Tokyo Drift. What we're going with then?
So we got Turtles, Mask, Brave Star, or Alf. Someone said Alf.
Alf.
We got
Was it a cat? I don't know.
Thundercats. We also got Thundercats.
Classic.
Thundercats again.
Correct me wrong. Alf stood for something, didn't it? Aliens I'd love to.
Yeah.
Connie, it's okay. We figured you. That's gone. What are you thinking, guys? Connie, do you want to be a tiebreaker?
Yeah, Connie can pick, eh?
Yeah.
Does she know any of these cartoons?
I'm pretty sure.
Or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was born in 2010, wasn't she? That's...
Ironically, Connie was checking her phone for the time when she got home.
There you go. That's great.
Sure, what am I picking? No, that's your decision.
not the right time for the start of the show, Connie.
So we have Mask, Turtles, Brave Star, or Alf, or Thundercats. So it's
Pick one of those,
five-way
Connie,
tie.
and we'll draw something from those.
I don't think Connie knows
Alf's
Connie
a great
doesn't know.
name.
She's Googling as we speak.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Come on, Connie. What are you going to pick?
TikTok.
Thunder Alf.
Oh, Connie.
Any more slides once you pick one?
Turtles.
No.
Okay,
first
we'll just
one,
override that. Let's just go with which one do you guys want? Mask.
We can't give Connie the
Right,
power.
Connie.
We had turtles.
We can't decide.
Okay, turtles. So, what favorite turtle? Do you want to go for then?
Yeah. Anything in the Turtle
Yeah.
universe.
Sure,
you
yeah,
like.
exactly. Yeah, you can do a villain or something if you want there.
Tweedles.
Okay,
Draw some
guys,
Tweedles.
if you have anything to promote, now is the time, I believe. Peter, yes?
Yeah, I'm trying to
That
pull a
stage.
slate together for people who've sent stuff in.
Cool. So we'll start with James. Have you got anything coming up you want to talk about?
No. But thanks for the opportunity.
Fair enough. Okay. Simon, have you got anything? Any shows coming up?
No, not on my head. No.
Peter, you're gonna have plenty of time for this now. Charlie, you're dependable. What you got?
So, Andy, do you want to take over this one?
Sure. So we have the Killer Comic Show every Thursday at 9 p.m. Over on the YouTubes. We had a little bit of a, let's call it a siesta, and we're back ready to go. We had a great show last week, and this week's show we're going to be reviewing Street Fighter and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we're doing a showcase on Judge Dredd, amongst other goodies. So please make sure that you come and watch it in copy.
Very good. GP. So Tuesday, tomorrow night, is it?
Yes, tomorrow night, mate. Yeah, at 8 o'clock, we are reviewing Flashpoint.
That should be fun.
Good.
Certainly should.
It's an interesting
Kev?
I haven't got a show. Well, there's Kev's Draw Along Tour you can watch every week. I might not get a chance to do one this week, but I've got a new comic up on globalcomics.com. I'll send Pete the link, and we can. Oh, I've actually the link is in our group in the group chat for this, and it's there's a comic called The Dark Emissary, and it's basically like supernatural John Wick. And yeah, if we get the link sorted,
Sounds
people
cool.
can go read that for free. So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. And Phil?
As I mentioned earlier, this week in the Nerd Herd we have Diddy Class Volume 3, but I'm actually considering doing a video on my own channel for the first time in over a year because I got a Kickstarter delivered, so I thought I'll just do a wee unboxing. So maybe I'll record after this and I'll be
Which
up there.
Kickstarter, Phil?
I can't tell you that. You need to watch the video, you cheeky bugger.
Well, you know what you should do? Just go live after this.
Yeah.
I could do. Who wants to
do it.
join me?
Me, I'm in.
Very good. And then myself, I have delayed my EA Star Wars video because of the new game, so I'm incorporating that into it. So that'll be out next week at some point. And then I have plenty of Star Wars shorts on the channel at the moment. So I'm putting them on
Schwartz.
a couple of Schwartz
Either sports
here and there.
spirit or-
So that's it for me. Peter, anything you want to?
No, I've got all kinds coming up, as you might have imagined. Lots of different live shows planned, and some. I've just put out a video about my X-Men #1. If people want to go and check that out, and that's about it, really.
You're still
Just
banging on about that comic, gee.
I know. Well, I need to get as much
Content.
as much content out of it as I possibly can, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, okie dokie. Is that we're done?
Yep.
I'm just loading this up, and then you start getting people to show their images, James, and then we're sorted, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
yours, is it?
Who wants to go first?
Oh,
Oh.
it was like 3 minutes.
Was it? Because there was a 5-minute timer and it's gone now.
Okay.
Must have been
Just
on
for that.
Tony's
Just
time.
for that. Just for that comment.
I haven't even got the color mine in yet, so I don't even know what turtle it is yet. So I don't want it a square jaw. I messed this up completely. So I can't multitask.
That's all right.
You ask me a question, I don't know how to function. Why?
That sounds like an excuse, if you ask me. GP.
Just colouring it a little bit more.
Oh man,
Oh, that is
Love it.
amazing, mate.
that's incredible. It's the flow of the wind. Very good.
Blowing in the wind.
Charlie.
Again, I take too much time to. If I show it there, it looks all right.
Splinter, that's very cool.
Oh, looks great,
There we
man.
go. That's
Lift
right.
it up. Why are you scared to show his legs?
Finished.
Still looks very good. Very good.
Simon.
Not enough time, man.
Oh, it's coming along well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's nice.
James?
Hi.
Should do what James does and draw on a bit of small cardboard.
Nice.
Oh,
I
that's
get it
very
finished,
cool.
but
Yeah.
That's cool.
Spot on.
Love it. And
Very cool, James. I like that.
Peter, you didn't have any. You were trying, were you? You were?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nice. Very good. Love it. Is that that's everybody, is it?
Oh, I ain't been yet.
Oh, sorry, Kev. There you go.
There's mine.
I want to close up at that. Let's see.
Stunning.
Oh man. Love it.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, guys, we'll show the images again. Andy, is this not Tyson you to want to draw yourself?
No.
James?
James, show your card. Good stuff. Excellent. Okay. Oh, it's warm.
Yeah,
thank you very much, chaps. Some interesting picks there. Huge thank you to James and Andy. Andy, really do appreciate you jumping on and the effort you've put in tonight. It's been great having you on, bud. So yeah, really have enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Just going to quickly jump to the viewers. We've had a few images sent in, so just to talk briefly about them. Let's have a look. See, we got this sent in from Pete. You sent this in, mate?
I did, mate. Looks like it's being hit in the face with a frying pan, but you know, it's
I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's a visionary.
yeah.
Looks incredible. Really, really like that one. Looks very cool. Chris Bell sent this in. Chris, it's absolutely amazing, mate. One of my favorite characters. Real quality, so I like that a lot. Thank you very much for sending that in. Jack, this is friggin' stunning.
What?
Absolutely amazing, mate. So this is obviously Lino and He-Man. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I see Jack got my reference photos for those poses, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's you. Yeah. You in a wig. Yeah. And then, as ever, we're getting Mrs. Von Hoot sending some absolutely stunning images in watercolors, obviously. So we've got a superb image of Skeletor there, which I love. She-Ra riding a dinosaur, which is amazing.
Oh, good.
That's incredible. Awesome. And then we've got Prime transforming halfway through, which is again absolutely stunning. So absolutely superb as usual. Let's just have a look. So we've got artwork from Chris, Jack, and Mrs. Von Hoot. If all three of you drop us a line on Instagram, I'll send you some comics for taking part as a thank you. So thank you very much, guys. They are absolutely stunning. I love them. Great work. Okay, ladies and gents. So can I just say a massive thank you to everybody that's watched tonight, and thank you to everybody on the panel. It's been great fun as usual. It's very, very hot, so I'm sweating my bits off here, but we've managed to get through. So thank you for that. Yeah, my moves are dripping. And on that bombshell, we'll leave you and say good night. And Charlie's still drawn. Look at him. Look at his little...
I'm just trying to. I really, really want to get this finished. Like, I can't want to do more, so I'm cracking on.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to check into GP's channel tomorrow night for the book review, the Killer Comic Show on Thursday, and the Nerd Herd on Wednesday. All amazing content. So please do go and check them out. Okay, guys. We'll call it a night. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.